This next video is both shocking and heartbreaking. The video was captured on the 16th of June, 2018 by a CCTV camera in a Chinese restaurant. Let's take a look. The man was stuck there for such a long time, and yet nobody noticed him. Because of how long it took for him to get help, he unfortunately didn't make it. So many people have had different opinions on why this accident happened, and the majority think the man was careless. I have to say that I agree. He didn't look like a professional and wasn't wearing the appropriate clothing. What do you think? We're starting off with an extremely shocking and terrifying incident that took place in Peru. This video was captured on the 3rd of February 2024 by the dashboard camera of a car that was involved in the incident. Take a look at this. The huge rocks suddenly fell on the moving cars, throwing them off the road and even crushing them. This was a very terrifying moment for everyone involved. The incident led to multiple severe injuries, but miraculously, there were no fatalities. Take a look at this shocking footage from a warehouse in Krasnoyarsk, Russia, where a stacker had a close brush with disaster as thousands of bottles of booze came crashing down. The CCTV footage shows the man pushing a trolley down the aisles of the storage facility when one of the massive racks suddenly collapses. The stacker dives for cover under another rack, only for it to collapse as well. He was pulled from the wreckage of twisted metal, broken glass, and alcohol fumes with fractured bones. According to reports, he survived the terrifying accident despite his injuries. Let's take a look at this intense CCTV footage from Brazil, captured on November 18, 2021, where a sudden mudslide destroyed a house. In the video, a man can be seen talking on the phone when, without warning, he suddenly starts running. Just seconds later, a powerful mudslide crashes down, completely destroying the house behind him. Fortunately, according to reports, he managed to survive by quickly climbing onto a doghouse, escaping the rushing debris just in time. This surprising video was taken on the 12th of January, 2021 in India. The video was taken by a bystander at the scene of the event. Let's take a look. The area got at least 23 inches of snow before the incident, and this was ultimately what weighed on the roof and caused it to collapse. Fortunately, the house was empty at the time of the collapse, and there were no injuries. We're moving on to a terrifying video that shows just how important it is to maintain safety precautions. This video was taken by a bystander near the scene of the event. Let's take a look. The family started panicking when they realized how close they were to sinking without life jackets. I think they were careless and should have been wearing the life jackets from the very beginning of their trip. It also seems like the captain of the boat might not be all that good at driving a boat. Other boats that pass by don't seem to have a problem staying afloat. What do you think about this situation? We're moving on to Alaska, USA, where a very shocking plane crash happened on the 28th of January, 2025. This video was taken by a bystander who witnessed the whole thing happen. Take a look at this. The plane was an F-35 fighter jet, and it crashed at Eielson Air Force Base in Alaska. The pilot was able to eject safely before the crash, and he was taken to the hospital for medical evaluation. I'm so glad no one was seriously hurt. We're moving on to Kohistan, Pakistan, where nature has something incredible to show us. This surprising video was captured by a bystander who was near the scene. Let's take a look. This amazing yet terrifying situation was caused by a sudden flood in the area. The strength of the moving water was so much that it swept such an impressive amount of huge rocks from a riverbed. Have you ever seen something like this? This heartwarming and inspiring video takes us to Khammam, India. The video was taken by a bystander who was at the scene of the event. Let's take a look. The driver of the JCB decided to risk his life by entering deep floodwaters to rescue passengers trapped inside a car. He rescued them just in time as the car sank immediately after they got out of it. Watching this man go out of his way to rescue strangers is very inspiring and heartwarming. What a hero. Our next video takes us to Glasgow, Scotland, where a shocking and terrifying incident happened. This video was taken in January 2025 by a bystander who was at the scene. Let's take a look. The building, which was a car park on Hyde Park Street, had shown signs of collapse earlier in the day, so it was evacuated. Unfortunately, some people were not able to get their vehicles away from the scene before the collapse, so there was a bit of damage. However, there were no injuries related to this incident. Why do you think the building collapsed? Which of these videos shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments.